Way to avoid them.
Yeah, don't go to college. It's not gonna help.
I mean, for me, I could have just taken... I could have worked a job, not necessarily, like, in my field, but then also, like, done online tutoring to learn how to do stuff. Mario, I'm surprised to see you here. But this is the end of the line for you. This is the closest you'll ever get to Smithy, so savor the moment. With a nice strip of double-mint gum. Harumph! You'll be fodder for my incredible invention, the gun yoke. Doesn't matter, because you're about to be D-E-D dead. Yeah, boom, kill its creator. And then fucking poison everything.
I've been using that more in the... Whoa! I've been using that more in this playthrough than I think I ever had.
Like, as a child.
Yeah. To be fair, I think if it just didn't work once, I was like, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
Oh. Cool.
Great. Machines can be poisoned.
Yeah.
And Peach can block things.
Alright.
Which comes in handy dandy. Oh.
Therapy. Therapy. That's the button I want. That one. Don't look at me.
Well, the internet is looking at you, so...
That's fair.
Nah.
Whoa!
What happened? I went to go turn on my Do Not Disturb.
Oh, there's a... he'll come back up, I'm sure. Whoa!
Alrighty, then.
Okay.
Let's take out this, like, Naruto nerd. Sorry. Their 2006 name, which is Narutards.
Oh.
Yes. This is what we lived with. 10 years ago.
I don't know, what was the, was there a term for, like, weebs that were just super into Dragon Ball Z in, like, 1996?
Cool kids is the term. Jeez. Alright. So...
Let's see what this does compared to everything else. Not anything to speak of. Alright. I don't need that.
Just therapize Mario.
Just keep him topped off.
Yeah.
And, like... Yeah, I would just go back in time and be like, don't go to college. It's not worth it. That guy. Everything that they tell you about college is incorrect, because it was true 30 years ago.
I mean, I don't want to, if people are watching this and they're young and impressionable, I don't want to say that don't count college out entirely. Just double check your options.
What I'm saying is, if you're not good at biochemistry, don't go to college.
If you want to get into computers and code things, go.
Yeah, do that.
You'll pay that shit off, like, in 6 months.
Yeah, there are definitely, like, careers that actually require it.
Yeah. Also, I suppose if you're not very good at self-starting and keeping yourself going on a project by yourself, then probably go. And I probably wouldn't have been able to do any good at that when I was 18 or 20, but now I think I can stick with it. Because, like, I do side things, you know, like I do art commissions and stuff like that, and I get them done in a timely basis.
See, I think for me, it's like, I think when I was, like, 22, I did the math.
Yeah.
Because I'd, like, worked at gas stations during summer breaks. It's like, if I did this instead, I would be up, like, 20 grand.
Yeah.
Rather than down 40.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it broke down to for me, just money. And, like, the best job I've ever had does not require a degree.
Yeah.
Like,
I think what also would have been helpful for me, especially because I could have done the whole, you know, self-online tutoring thing, is that I could have stayed home instead of, like, moving out and having to pay rent and stuff and paying all those other bills.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm sure my parents wouldn't have liked it. And I wouldn't have liked it either, because, like, I go back and I visit, and I love my family super dearly, and I like spending time with them, but Jesus Christ, if I had to live with them longer than a weekend, I would kill myself. So, The production line hasn't halted. Look, Mario, this is where the weapons come from. Look at it. In all of its 16-bit glory. No colors, monochrome. This must be where Smithy makes his weapons. To find the last star piece and stop the factory, we've got to defeat him first. Mario, there's no turning back now. Are you ready? He didn't give you the option. Our quest is almost over. And when the time comes... Come on, let's get this show on the road.
I'll ignore your pause.
Yeah, that's a thing that happened. Save!
I'm also going to do something else real quick for,
Alright.
like, an episode.
Sure. But yeah, I could have saved a ton of money by doing that, and it would have been ideal, but I think I would have been in a better place, which kind of blows, so. But
See, I kind of look at, that's what I wanted. Come here. I'm too
come here, you bastard.
Like, my thing is just, like, I'm just looking at net gain, is all that I'm looking at. Which is, like, what did I gain from doing this? Besides, like, a couple friends,
Yeah.
what I gained was, like, $40,000 in debt.
You know, when I sit and think about it too, like, I had a good number of friends at the community college that I went to the first couple of years, just to get generals out of the way. But those were also just people I went to high school with, because that community college was just like 12 miles away from our high school. And then when I moved here to like Minneapolis, St. Paul, because I lived out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, like I made some friends that I would hang out with at school, and now we're just Facebook friends. I never talk to them or anything, just whatever. I mean, there's some connections there. Like, I'm able to ask some people that already have jobs somewhere, like, oh, hey, you know, do they need help doing this? Or are they looking for this type of person? So, I suppose there's that, but, you know, you can go out and be social on your own. I know I don't like to be, but...
But, like, there's, like, gaming stores and stuff.
Yeah.
There's places that nerds gather. The non-existent years of nerd persecution, like, don't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's just not a thing.
And they were like, oh, we were killed in the streets. No, you weren't.
Like, equating it to anything else, it was like... Basically, it was like,
being black in the 50s.
or being Jewish in Germany in the 40s.
Like, the way whenever my dad tells a story about being, like, an oppressed nerd in the 70s, I'm like,
Ugh.
You lived in San Diego, like, the nerdiest city.
Yeah.
In the don't fuck with me.
And the worst he went through was, lol, you watched Star Trek.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like, come on. Like, you obsessed over Star Wars and girls didn't want to have sex with you.
And you know, you say to people that were jerks about you about that, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go on and enjoy my happiness being who I am.
So I'm not, like, downplaying actual harassment or anything.
Right.
But, like, one of my favorite quotes, and I think it applies to, like, a lot of older nerds, not, like, self-identifying nerds, just, like, 50-year-olds who are ashamed of the things they like, which is, no one can make you inferior, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent.
True.
Like, so I always figured part of the reason why, like, especially people over, like, 40 or 50 who are just, like, so ashamed of liking Star Trek or Star Wars or Thundercats or whatever, is that they know it's silly.
True.
Like, and they just don't want to admit that it's silly.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna level up once or twice more.
Yeah, no,
I'm just talking while we do
It's
this.
okay.
All right.
I'm liking this episode. We're dishing some life advice.
Yeah.
We're you know, we're just speaking from the heart or stomach.
Yeah.
Oh, we still have chips left. I'm gonna eat
Do
some
we?
of those. A little bit.
Cool. Like my thing is just like it's a complaint I've never heard. I've never understood. Every time I've heard it, that like, oh well, you know, Return of the Jedi is just because he wanted to sell more toys. I was like, they're all toy commercials.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
They're all silly kids movies, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's okay that you as a child liked a movie for kids.
Yeah, it's fine. You can do that, and it's not hurting anybody. And that's just life. And you know, people that want to bitch at you for it, fuck them. You know what?
Yeah.
They're miserable, and they're sad that they can't just be happy with who they are. What the hell is with this guy? Just
So sometimes he just pops apart, and then it
Okay.
just takes one more hit to kill him.
well, fine. Well, we can do more next time on 2 Gay Guys Play.
Okay.
All right. Boop.